Okay, and then sort of coming into the final section of the lesson, I would talk them through my actual process. So they've seen a finalised model, something that's what they're aiming towards, but what I'd like to do then is sort of talk them through that writing process. So I might say, okay, so I've got these banned words, and the first one I'm seeing is that I can't sort of explicitly say that this is a boat, that this is a ship, so I've got to think about what kind of metaphor I could use, and then I would maybe toy around with that. So I'm thinking it's made of some sort of iron or metal or steel. Okay, and then I'm thinking, well, last time I used monster, and is that maybe a little, or beast, sorry, is that maybe a little bit basic? So could I think, and then I might think, okay, monstrosity, something like that. Okay, so then I'm thinking, right, I'm going to be using this, the steel monstrosity. Okay, and that's something that I'm sort of talking through that writing process. The steel monstrosity tore itself, because now we're knowing that this is something that's become almost humanized but dehumanized at the same time, and I would talk through this. So the steel monstrosity tore itself in two. And then I would think, okay, so I've got the action, so now I might want to think about the kind of sounds that I'm hearing. If something's tearing itself in two that's made of that, I'm going to be thinking about the noise. And I've not just got the noise of the boat, but I've got the noise of the storm going on. And this is how I would talk through it, and talk through that thought process as well as the writing process, and how I'm using that thought process, using a visual aid, to create this extended metaphor. And that's how I would talk through it, going down the list of banned words, these explicit kind of basic words that we might be using, and I would explicitly talk through that writing process so that it's not a finalised product, which they saw in the first part. They saw what they were working towards. This is now me going through it. And then finally, what I would then talk them through is I would give them a final one, this tornado image. And I would ask them to go away and try that then in their own time. That is something that they can then physically, concretely work on at home and use that particular aid, or they can go away and find their own. And that is how I would conclude the lesson.